Good morning. It's Monday, July 1, Canada Day, and I want to show you some new construction around the yard. And that's not it, by the way. It's a very quiet day. Beautiful. Oh, look at all the birds at the front. I guess they see us already. Let's see if I can zoom in before they leave. Focus, focus, focus. Yeah. I won't bother them down there. They're all sitting down in the sun on a nice Monday morning, on a nice morning. What we'll do is go this way, to the right. This is where the three trees used to be, in this spot. And frankly, the tree whisperer did a great job. If you just look in here, you can see the trunks where they were. Personally, I prefer that all trees just grow old, die, and fall down where they are. But I had a concern that if these fell, they would fall into the cottage and into the front windows, which are right here. So unfortunately we had to remove them. Somewhere in here there are native plants. I don't know where. But I've decided what I will do from now on is when I put native plants in, I will take out with my bulb digger, take out large plugs of grass, replace it with soil, and then add in the native plant plug and mark it. And that way, that's the only way I'm going to keep track of what's in these areas. Let's go this way. Oh, I do have a few branches to remove on either side of the arch, but that's okay. This is hyssop, giant hyssop, and it smells like licorice. There's some interesting things in here, but at the moment I just can't tell you what. Lots of giant hyssop. And a chipmunk, I heard. This is some of the round logs. The ones that are unsplit are new. Those are the ones from the trees out front that the tree whisperer cut down and cut into nice 1.5 foot logs for burning. So let's go back this way. There's the path to the neighbors. Oh, it looks like they've gone back, or look, they've gone out. The truck has moved. Into the wild, wild woods. Here's my famous wheelbarrow, the one that I'm always pumping up the tire. And now I've discovered it has a split in the plastic wheelbarrow. So once that splits over the edge, then that wheelbarrow is gone and goes directly to the dump. But until then, we're fine. And one other thing back here for now, this is where the outhouse is going to go. But my next task is to remove this carragana. So, oops, we'll go back this way. There's the tool shed. We'll go this way. There's the tool shed. I'm starting to trim this tree and trim some of the branches on it so it's easy to get by here. There's the existing outhouse. The thick forest that's impenetrable and goes on for miles and miles south. Well, perhaps not. And then, here is a new path. My goodness, a new path. Where did that come from? This is one of the rocks that was moved away from where the path is now. This is the second rock. And in here there's chipper shredder. I wonder where this path leads. I'll have to go this way. Oh, and here the path gets very skinny. Oh, this looks familiar. I think I've been here before. And there's our path that was built for us last fall. And here is the new path to the tool shed. And this is Monday, that was Saturday that my son-in-law Elaine and I moved the rocks, the two offending rocks. Here, we'll just go back that way. And these were the rocks, one of these rocks I moved last weekend without his help. That was this one. And the other two were right squeezed in between. Here was one of them. And that's the one that ended up well beyond. We had to roll it out vertically and hope it didn't tip over. And then the one that used to be here, which was quite big, you can see the darker part was in the ground. So it's really upside down now. The flattened portion is at the bottom, which looks nicer. It's a nice round rock now. And that's going to age very well. And I was very careful in trying not to damage it. There's a couple of spots here. Oh, I really have this on. Let me try this again. This will age a little bit. Here we go. You won't even see that. So that was one. And the other rock, which has less damage on it, this one was vertically, and we had to make sure we didn't tip it over until we got to that spot. So that worked out very well. And I'm just going to go back to the prior one. And I see a couple of other spots. Just do this with my finger. There's the spot. Right there. We'll see if that actually works. It's a shame when you see rocks that have been aging for years and then they get damaged like this. Oh, and the last one there. Hopefully this is where you spread yogurt onto the rock, or you grind up a combination of moss and yogurt. And painted onto the rocks. And that helps to get them age looking. The moss starts to regrow. In fact, this would be a good experiment to do that. It's very interesting what I see in the camera and what you see on the screen is different than what I see live. For example, this spot is extremely distinctive in the lens of the camera. Live, it is much more muted. In fact, I wouldn't even see some of these spots. Just interesting as to how the camera interprets light and dark. Okay, so we're just going to go back this way. And slowly now now that I have access to this in various spots, this is raspberries. But I really don't want people stumbling around back here because it is quite fragile and some of the smaller rocks are in precarious positions. So I'm going to start to plant wildflowers, native plants that will blossom in some amount of shade, dappled shade. And that will get some color back here more than just the straight green on white. So, with that, I'm going to come to the edge here. I'm really pleased with this path. I have some more chipper shredder just to smooth out the path. It'll still go up and down somewhat. But there should be sufficient chipper shredder to clean up some areas of the path. For example, you'll see that this is, what's the best way to do this? Look here, I'm going to turn around, so I'm going to back this up. When I turn around, I'll go to this one right here. At the front, there's a slight lip, and there's potential you could catch your foot on that, and my goodness, that would be a great tumble. So I need to put a bit of chipper shredder in here on this step, just at the front where you catch your foot. And there should be enough to do that. And then just generally smooth out this path to the tool shed. So, that's that. We have two things to do, is where this chair is. Tonight I'm going to order the garden bench that will go there. And that's a very nice spot to sit in on a cooler, sunny day. And also when you're waiting for somebody to come down to visit. Waiting for visitors. And I'm going to end on our guardian, which is hiding in the shade. My goodness, he's hiding in the shade. And here he is. There he is. And when visitors come, he's there to greet them. Greetings and salutations.